she's so fine. Hell of a ride, blows my mind. Hell of a ride, lights my day.
What's good, guys? I was trying to do a little more research on this fatal hotel shooting at the Hyatt Regency in downtown Boston. And as of February 5th, there is no new information. And that is so strange to me. I turned to Facebook, which is something I rarely ever do, just to see if there was any comments that might give some kind of indication of what's going on. And just in the comments, someone says 17-year-old girl, 20-year-old guy, and multiple juveniles in a 4-star hotel. Drugs, prostitution, or drugs and prostitution. Someone replied back to him and said iniquity. And someone said her parents failed her. And they replied back with praying hands. Then someone, being a smartass, says, what size or age was the medium-skinned Hispanic lady? Asking for a friend who's worried about how dark the victim was before reading on. Like, come on with the jokes, man. Even when I click up the article, I mean, there's just nothing new here. And I find that so strange. Just that it was before 11 p.m., and it was in room 1534. It says the hotel employee opened room 1534 for the officers, where they observed a medium-skinned Hispanic female suffering what appeared to be a gunshot wound to the head, according to court documents. The woman was pronounced dead at the scene. Boston police said Messiah Leggett, 20, of Hyde Park, was arrested and arraigned on firearm charges in connection with the case. But it doesn't say they are charging him with anything other than a firearms charge. Based upon recorded inculpatory statements made to investigators by Leggett relative to his possession of the firearm and its found location relative to the stop of Leggett, Messiah Leggett was arrested and charged with possession of a firearm, according to court documents. The victim's name was not released. So, now we know that it was a Hispanic female, 17 years old, and she had a gunshot wound to the head. I'm not sure what floor that would be on. But fortunately, in the Boston area, the Port Authority has published their mapping of the hotel itself, which is rather handy, especially for the fire department, I will say. And I went to the Boston Police Department's website to see if they had issued a statement regarding this, and they haven't. But what I do know about this guy who's been arraigned on these firearm charges is that he's not a stranger to the Boston Police Department, because back in August of 2020, so last August, it says they responded to a radio call for a person with a gun in the area of 145 Westminster Street, Ross Playground in Hyde Park. While en route to the scene, officers received information that a male pulled out a gun, as well as a description of the suspect, who was walking with a female and another male, one of whom was carrying a black backpack. We know he had a backpack on in this hotel shooting as well. On arrival, officers observed a group of 3 individuals, 2 males and a female, who matched the description of the individuals involved in the incident. Officers approached the individuals, who stated that an argument had occurred at the basketball court with another group of individuals. Officers spoke to one of the males, who was observed to be wearing a GPS monitoring device on his ankle. During this interaction, officers made note of the second male carrying a black backpack. A frisk of the backpack led to the discovery of a Glock 26 loaded with 13 rounds of live ammunition. Both of the males were taken into custody. The female was identified and released from the scene. Officers arrested the male with the ankle monitor and the male carrying the backpack, which was Messiah Leggett, 20 years old, of Hyde Park. Both were charged with unlawful possession of a firearm, unlawful possession of ammunition, carrying a loaded firearm without a license, and possession of a large capacity firearm. So this will be his second firearm related charge, a second incident. So that's all I know in regards to this case, but I'm going to continue to follow it. So you guys stay tuned. Thanks for watching.